guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney if you're new here, and today's video is going to be 4 Easter or spring treats or desserts. Super easy to make, and all of them are pretty quick to put together. The kids helped me with a couple of them, so that's how easy they are. There's something for everybody, fruity, chocolatey. They're all very yummy. We have ate them all and they're so good. I hope it will give you guys some ideas or just some fun things to make with the kids. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it and leave me a comment down below. And if you're not subscribed already, I would love to have you subscribe and stick around. Okay, so for this quick, easy dessert, all you're gonna need are these 3 ingredients. That is all. I don't know if you've ever heard of this cheesecake filling, but they have it at Walmart. It's the no-bake cheesecake filling. And then these little Annie's bunnies and strawberries, and that's literally it. It is so easy, probably the easiest one that will be in this whole video, but it is so good, you guys. I'm just gonna start by cutting off the tops of all of them. And then after that, we'll get some of the centers out. And then we're actually just going to cut a little bit off of the bottom, just like about that much. See if you can see that. And then that way they will stand up. How cool is that? You don't want to cut them too far, or the cheesecake filling will come out of the center. Do that with a knife or a melon baller. You can see Porter at my feet probably. He is always right there with me. Okay, so for this part, I'm just using this because I have these on hand already, but if you don't have one of these, you can just as easily use a Ziploc bag and cut off the corner of it and squeeze it in. It doesn't have to be fancy. You're just sticking it in strawberries, so whatever you have that's easiest for you to do, you should use. Okay, and then you literally just go around. One of these tubs of cheesecake would make so many of these strawberries. I think it would probably do like 2 or 3 of the boxes of strawberries if I had to guess. Probably at least 3. I only did, what, 7 right there. And there's a whole tub left. And then all you do is put the little bunny on top, just like that. How cute. Oh my goodness. They're so cute. How cute is that? This is probably one of Travis's favorite little treats. And I made these for Christmas without the bunnies because it was Christmas, but they got gone so quick. It was one of the first desserts to get gone that we had. So that one, as you saw, was super quick and easy and turned out adorable, and they're so yummy, you guys. If any of you guys make any of these desserts that I'm making, definitely come back and let me know because I would love to hear what you guys thought of them. Okay, so for this Easter treat or dessert, all you're gonna need is a box of brownie mix. I did not actually mean to get the family size, but it'll still work out. And then Peeps. I went ahead and got 2 packs just in case. I've got my helper here, Grant and Porter. They've been seeing the stuff to make this. I've been really excited about it. And then we've got some chocolate chips that I still had on hand and some chocolate icing. For this, you're gonna want to use a round pan, and I've already sprayed mine. I'm thinking it might end up taking me 2 though, so I have another one just in case since I bought the family size. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to whatever the box says and mix the brownie mix first and have those cooking.
Oh, it's like the left on floor.
It's okay. There we go.
Just a little bit more.
I think it'll all fit in this one pan. What do you think? There.
Amazing.
Amazing. Now I'm gonna put these in the oven for about 30 minutes or until they're done. And I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but we're going to be making a sunflower out of the brownies, the icing, the marshmallow Peeps, and the chocolate chips. So make sure to stick around to see that. Okay, so I just got the brownies out of the oven and it ended up taking like 38 minutes, I'd say. But they're coming out good now. So now we just wait for them to cool completely before we start putting all the other stuff on it. Okay, so now that our brownies are all cooled off, we're going to start by opening up the Peeps and putting them all around so that we can make sure that we've got one for each slice, and once they're on there, we're going to slice it. And you can see that our middle is a little bit gooey, but that'll still be okay. We like our brownies a little gooey, but if you don't, then make sure that you cook them till they're done, unlike I did. Okay, so this is how it looks after we got the Peeps on. I'm just using this as a measurement to be able to slice it and make sure that every slice has a Peep on it. And then after we slice it, we'll be able to take them off and put the icing on. Just going to spread our icing all over. We're going to spread it all over the top, and I'm just going to leave the sides bare without icing. By leaving the sides bare, you're able to see where each of your slices are. That way you're able to place your Peeps where they go. Now we're going to take our chocolate chips and stick them in the middle like this. Of it.
Good.
It looks yummy, don't it?
Yeah.
You did a good job. Easter or spring. Okay, so for this Easter or spring treat that we're making, it's, I guess, I don't even know what you would call it. I guess it would be marshmallow popcorn crunch. You're gonna need 2 bags of popped popcorn, and I'm just using Pop Secret movie theater butter, 3 cups of mini marshmallows. I've got some Easter sprinkles here, but you can use whatever kind you want for whatever season. 6 tablespoons of butter, white chocolate chips, and some M&Ms. I actually made this at Christmas, and this is absolutely my favorite dessert that we had that I made. A couple people told me that I should do a video on it, so here it is. And I actually used some mini M&Ms, and they're really good in it, but I couldn't find any Easter colors that were mini. But the mini ones are really, really good if you want to try those instead. And you can add pretzels if you want, but this is like the perfect combination right here of salty and sweet. I absolutely love it. I've also got my pan out here with parchment paper. So you just pop your popcorn, and then we're gonna start melting the marshmallows. So let's get on into making it. I'm just gonna go ahead and spread out all my popcorn on this pan and then set it aside. Definitely don't want any burnt pieces in there. Ew. I'm just letting the butter melt, and then once it's melted, we'll add in our 3 cups of mini marshmallows and 3/4 a cup of white chocolate chips. And then keep stirring it until it is all mixed together with no lumps. Also, I have that on medium-low heat, so that's what temperature you want it on the entire time so it doesn't get too hot and burn it all. So now I've got the marshmallows and the white chocolate chips going. Just gonna keep stirring until they're all melted. Okay, now that it's done, I'm gonna pour about 3/4 of the mixture on top and then stir it up. And then you go ahead and add the rest. And at this point, you go ahead and add all of your M&Ms that you want to add and sprinkles. And here's the finished product. A whole bowl full. And it is definitely my favorite out of all of these.
For this one, we're going to need 5 cups of the Rice Krispies cereal, a bag of 10-ounce mini marshmallows, some sprinkles, 3 tablespoons of butter, some Easter eggs, the large ones, plus I've got these little bunnies that I got at the Dollar Tree that I thought were really cute that I'm going to actually try out on this recipe to see if they'll actually form to the shape of bunnies. And then you'll also need some candy melts, and I'm using blue and white, but you can use whatever colors that you want on that. And we're going to be making some Rice Krispies and then putting them in the eggs and dipping them in chocolate. And so let's see how they turn out. So the first thing that I started out doing was washing the plastic eggs really well so that they're clean, and then melting the butter to get that started. After I got that started, I was just spraying the inside of the eggs with some cooking spray so that they're not too sticky when I'm trying to get the Rice Krispie treats out of them. And then you can see my helper here that I have helping me put the marshmallows into the pan, and I've got the stove on medium heat to melt the butter and the marshmallows all the way down, just like you would normal Rice Krispie treats.
Okay, can you pour the other one?
Yep. I don't think I can. I think it's too big for me.
You got it. Good job.
That's like I'm mad at quiet mouth.
For what?
Quiet mouth.
Not like Mama just did. My stirring skills are terrible.
Now that the Rice Krispies are done on the stove, I'm just taking each side of the egg or the bunny and filling it evenly and then pushing them back together to let them form. And then once you have all of them filled, you just want to chill them in the refrigerator for about an hour. Here they are all done and filled, and like I said, I was just going to put them in the refrigerator for about an hour or until they're formed, but I was actually really impatient and didn't quite keep them in that long. So here they are after about like probably 15 minutes, and they held up really well actually. The bunnies could have used a little bit longer, but overall they still did really well. Once I got my melting chocolate melted in the microwave, I'm just dipping the bottom half into it. You can do however little or much you want on yours, but we did about half on ours. And then I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of the sprinkles so that they'll stick instead of waiting. So I do like a couple of these at a time so that they don't like completely harden before I get a chance to get the sprinkles on. Here I'm just experimenting with the bunnies to see what they would look like with some icing on them, and I just dipped its ears in it, and that was actually really cute. And in hindsight, I should have stopped there. Once I tried dipping the whole thing in it, it was kind of just a mess, to be honest, and I thought they were much cuter either plain or just with their ears dipped. After I did the blue, I'm doing some of the white as well, and I don't think I got this one the right temperature. I think I overheated it a little bit because it wasn't going on very well, so I just used the spoon after a while to get it on there. But this, the Rice Krispie treats were definitely the kids' favorite. Like I said, mine was the popcorn, but this was by far the kids' favorite. They absolutely loved it and thought that they were really neat. I thought that the eggs turned out really cute with the sprinkles and the different colors, and I bet these would be cute in many different colors. But the bunnies, I just have to laugh at because those turned out a hot mess. Like I said, I think they would have been much cuter just leaving them plain or just with their ears dipped. But if you try any of these, I would love if you would come back and let me know, or even go on my Instagram at the Briles Bunch and let me know in your stories over there.
Bye guys.